G'day. My name's Rayan Wilson, I'm an artist from Australia.
From Australia.
This is my very first YouTube video. I've never edited videos before or even filmed myself, so it's a bit awkward, a bit weird. It's a bit strange, it's a bit different, it's a bit new. But you gotta try new things, push yourself a bit, try something different. So for today's video, I just wanted to show you my process. I've had a lot of people ask me to do a process video. A bit of background on myself. I've been drawing forever. Yeah, always been drawing. Was terrible at everything else. I've done a lot of client work, some international, some mostly local bands, CD covers,
Postive.
that sort of thing. But my biggest passion has always been picture books. Picture books, yeah. Always wanted to do picture books. And this was my first attempt. Mindful Maybe. I didn't write it. Catherine Gordon wrote it. Amazing writer. Very good book. Mindful Maybe. If you've got kids or no kids, can't settle down, just a bit like me, maybe. Through there. Very colourful. This goes on an adventure with this old man. Big adventures and stuff. That's sick. So Google Mindful Maybe, find out where you can buy yourself a copy. Read it to your kids. Teach them how to chill out. Get a copy. It's good. It'll be good for you. So that was a nice experience getting the first book out. There should be more to come. There should be more books to come when I get around to it. Stop playing around with making videos. As for today's video, this is not a tutorial. Disclaimer, not a tutorial. I'm not going to teach you. You might learn something. You might not. Oh, it's just a process video. I'm going to run through start to finish of that painting. You can't really see it too well. All of my dramatic lighting. It took me like an hour or two to set up this. Dedicated to the craft. Alright, let's get stuck into this. Hope you enjoy. If you like it, hit subscribe. Or whatever. Or like it. I'm one of those people. And share it on Facebook.
And people might see you now one of my paintings. You want one of my paintings? Come on, my paintings.
Let's get into it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Wait, please.
That's a good thumbnail. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the video. Watch me paint a lovely picture. Cheers.
Let's do this. Painting time.
Yeah, we got my panel. Here she is. I wanted to show you the full transfer process, but, my hard drive carked it on me, and I lost everything.
I lost some more videos.
It's going to happen. But, I managed to recover majority of the footage. Pretty low quality, but it'll do for my first video. Okay. Alright, this is the transfer paper that I made up myself, just out of brown paper. It's like butcher's paper. No, not even butcher's paper. Like brown packing paper. Do it old school.
Stick a graphite on the side, rub it, cover the whole thing, flip it over, stick it to your board so it don't move.
And then stick your picture over the top. And the picture's just made up of printed off A4 sheets that I blew up to the right size that I needed in Photoshop. And then you just stick that over your transfer and you start drawing over it again. That's it. Simple. You get sick of redrawing the same picture over and over again. And of course, it didn't work too well. Maybe I didn't put enough graphite on the back or something. Impatient me. So I had to go back over and kind of draw over it again so I could see it a bit better. Get rid of some smudges. Alright, now we're going to seal it in those lines. You can see how darker they are now because I've redrawn them yet again for the third time I've drawn this picture. Alright, so we're going to seal it in, keep those lines and paint over it. I can still see what I'm doing. Again, in hindsight, I probably should have done this transfer after I'd painted in the background. Meh.
My brain don't work too well.
I just do what I do. Now you can use all sorts of things to seal this in, I suppose, like maybe a matte medium or something. That might work. But then again, that would probably take some of the lead with it. So I just use workable fixative. It's matte finish. You can work over top of it. Perfect. Yeah, lines don't smudge. All right, sealed in, ready to go. Lost a good chunk of footage here where it shows you me painting the background. These are my favourite paints. Oh yeah.
Golden fluid acrylics.
So smooth. I invested a lot of money into paints lately. Yeah, because I love them. They're so good. Not sponsored, by the way. Wish I was. I don't think Golden sponsors anyone. Little containers are perfect for mixing up your paints and sealing them. And boom, background's done. Look how quick that was. Jeez, I'm fast. It's like magic. Alright, as you can tell, you can't see much on the red side as I did it too thick. Not enough water mixed in with my paints to make them translucent. A rookie mistake, but you know, it happens. Let's get into it. Bam! This is a new process for me that was a bit different. I usually paint the background of everything first, like block it all in, and then I'll do the mid-tones on the whole picture, and then I'll do the highlights on the whole picture last. I'll just work from the background forward. This way, I'm going piece by piece. I'm going character by character, fox by fox. I mean, it's smart. I mean, I've got that colour mixed up. You can just keep mixing different tones of it while you're going, rather than mixing up
every single colour
on the painting, because then they're going to dry out. That's not smart. So yeah, starting to use my brain. Whack it with the hairdryer, make it dry a bit quicker if you're impatient. Just excuse my head poking in. It's gonna happen. I tried to cut it out as much as possible. I'm not used to this overhead filming business, and I like to lean over my paintings when I'm doing it, so in the future I will pick a better angle for my shots, or wear a hat.
Young soldier, now you keep those demons down inside.
Yeah, just excuse it skips forward a lot of times because, yeah, missing footage. Now I really need to get some new brushes, so I can, like some finer ones, so I can do this kind of work. I just destroy brushes. I have a brush graveyard out at the back where I bury all my brushes. There's a lot of dead brushes. It's like a horror movie out there. They haunt me in my dreams.
Boys sent to war, boys sent to war. I'm missing you, my brother.
You can kind of tell how many days this takes me by the different shirts I wear. Then again, maybe not, because hey, I could wear the same shirt multiple days. Wouldn't put it past me. Now I had like 3 tones of that same orange mixed up, ready to go, so I could make sure that each fox matched. I wasn't having to mix up the paint every time. It kind of got a bit low to the end. Wasn't too hard to mix it up again. But it's good to do that, to have bulk amount. I've learned the hard way, making up too small amount and having to keep mixing it up every time and try and match that color. It's not easy. Better off just Mixing it up in bulk if you know you're gonna need. Plan out your pain.
We'll get to your battle line, brother, till the lifeline. A boy sent to war, come back weathered man. A boy sent to war, lost souls club in the air. Boys sent to war, boys sent to war. I'm missing you, my brother.
Alright, we're at the halfway point. We've finished the left-hand side there, the foxes. The fox force, I don't even know what I'm calling them. You fox dudes. Dudes on foxes. The fantastic fox fighters. If you think of it better than that, write it in the comments below. Let's just stop here for a second and have a quick word from our sponsors.
Today's video was brought to you by bread. Oh yeah, bread. Can't afford anything, or you spend all your money on cigarettes? Pick yourself up some bread. Bread. Yeah, that's right. Plain white bread. Or maybe wholemeal. What would you do without bread? It's always been there. Bread has seen me through many a hard time. Get yourself some bread today. Bread has many different uses. Bread. Put your favorite spreads on it. Oh yeah. Come and get yourself some bread. Bread can be toasted. Toast. You can stick some cheese in it. Oh yeah. Toast that. Make yourself a toasted cheese sandwich. Toasties. Oh yeah. Made from bread. Get yourself some bread today. Oh yeah.
Back into it, starting on them birds. I went in pretty dark with their base colour and pretty dark with some of their shadows. Maybe a little bit too dark, but in the end it works. It works.
Again, and she's a kind.
Obviously just missed a whole bunch of footage there where I did those birds there. Yeah, okay, it happens. Yeah, as you can see, their shadows are way darker than the flop side. I really love doing that hat. That hat was cool. I love the tones, the colours. I love any, like, your brown tones and sepias. There's all kind of leather. I need to shave my hair. It looks terrible. Cut your hair, Ryan. Jeez.
Told me to take the high road. Who was that guy before and who's the one waiting to show you their love? Whoa, 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 hello again, deja vu.
Alright, I think I did shave my head here. We're moving along pretty well. Mixing up some paints. Yeah, look at that shaved head. Looking nice. Just doing some of the final touches, the smaller details, that little dude up the top. I think at this point, I noticed that the darks were a lot darker on that right hand side with the birds. I noticed that it's a lot darker. So I end up going back over to the other side, which I don't want to do, but you want it to mesh a bit better. So back over to the other side in the tick and start making some other details darker on that side. Just little things like you'd notice it if you saw it in person. Can't tell too well on the footage there, but like the feet of the fox feet, foxy feet. that what they call foxy feet? Yeah, sure. Not dark enough, yeah? Another little details in their mouth and the ears and the... Yeah, them little details. Make them pop, make them look a bit nicer. Match. Cohesion. That's the word, cohesion. Cohesive. You want a cohesive painting.
Whoa, hello again, deja vu. Whoa, hello again, deja vu. Whoa, hello again, deja vu. Move inside of your porcelain skin. Let the butterflies dig in. And I told you to move. Listen, listen. God is in the rain. Yeah. And I told you to listen, listen. This is the bell, little Belgium. And get out of your own way, baby. You've got a youth and beauty on your side. It's only a matter of time to see the forest. And to me, you are the evening. Your anxieties must cripple you, waiting on that blue sky blue for things to change.
Alright, I just lost a hell of a lot of footage. It was a good bit of footage because it explained a point that I was up to in the painting. In this situation, I was a bit like, do I put a white rim around all the shapes? Not around each character, just around the shapes to separate the background from the characters. In this case, I took a photo. I would have shown this in the video, but lost it. What I did was took a photo with my iPad. Above it, take a photo, looking down, put it into my favorite app, Procreate, on the iPad. With my Apple Pencil, I went around and I drew the outline. I drew what I was unsure about. So basically I can sit there and flick it on and off and see whether it was working or not. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you liked that. I had fun. Hope you did too. Well, here's a look at the final piece. See how it turned out. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.